Hi students, I hope all of you are looking eagerly for this particular chapter, Ionic Equilibrium. Have a great Sunday for you. So you might might be knowing like the NEET syllabus update has came. The syllabus is reduced. Now we have very few inorganic chapters are present, and the syllabus, the 80% of the syllabus is physical and organic chemistry. So we will be doing more intensive revision. That means we will take each topic by topic and we will do maximum questions so that students can refer to this chapter anytime, and we will take almost all different types of questions so that students will get well versed with these topics. Okay, so we have ionic equilibrium in front of you. Okay, so we are from, okay, again, as you know, we are from Brainiacs Classes. Okay, this is one of the best NEET coaching center located in Coimbatore. Okay, so we are doing offline and online sessions. So if you have any sort of support you needed, you can contact Brainiacs Classes. The number is scrolling down, you can note it down. Okay, so this is one of the best NEET coaching centers where most of the students, like those who are having an average score, who came to us, and we have instilled them with confidence, and most of them are able to reach their passion. Okay, yeah, let's start with our topics. Okay, yeah. So here, students, listen. So we have, I told you, like we are trying to divide this ionic equilibrium into different topics, and each topics students should learn accordingly, so that students will get an idea, sir, from which area this question is coming and what to do with this. Okay, so the first one, I can say the topic one, what we are focusing today is questions related to pH calculation. pH, how to calculate the pH of different types of compounds and how to handle the questions related to that. Okay, so let's start with that. I hope all of you could see the question. Okay, I want everybody to take down a notebook and pen along with you and start working out along with me. Okay, that will give you a lot of confidence, and also let me say, it will make you think. Otherwise, just passively listening to this will not work actually for this particular chapter. So I want everybody to take a pen and paper and start working out along with me. Okay, surely I'm sure after going through this particular revision classes, you will be able to solve almost every questions of ionic equilibrium with confidence. Okay, yeah, let's start. I hope you could see the question. All of you, please read the question. The question given for the first question here is the pH of 10 power minus 11 molar HCl at 25 degrees Celsius is very important. Now here they are mentioning the molarity or the strength of the HCl that is mentioned here. That is very important. You can see that is very less. So here one important point I would like to update, that is very important. Okay, let me update you. The point is, if the concentration of the acid or base that is given is very less, or if it is less than that of the water present in that particular solution, then you need to consider the water also there. Okay, you know that for water, what is the case? Note it down, very important. If you are considering water, we know that, okay, water, when it is there, it will undergo ionization, correct? So let me show there, water is a very weak electrolyte, so water can undergo ionization. How water will undergo ionization, sir? Tell me. So you have water, H2O. Okay. So we'll split it like this, H plus plus OH minus. Okay, so I can say water, here I will write H2O. Okay, yeah, so you can see water on ionization, it will become H plus and OH minus. It will become H plus and OH minus. And what is its concentration under normal conditions, sir? Very important. If you see at room temperature, I can easily say water, you can see H plus. Okay. Oh, and if you take the concentration of OH minus, it would remain the same. That is the most important point I would like to update here. Okay, H plus and OH minus. Okay, it will have a concentration of 10 power minus 7 molar. But please understand, this is at a temperature 25 degrees Celsius, or I can say 298 Kelvin, or at 298 Kelvin. And please remember, at any temperature, water has a peculiar property. At any temperature, the amount of H plus and OH will remain the same. And at 25 degrees Celsius, it is 10 power minus 7. So please understand, if they have given different temperature also, always the concentration of H plus would be equal to OH minus. This is very, very, very important. Now, if you compare this with the HCl, in our case, okay, we have HCl out there. Okay, we know HCl is a compound which it's a strong electrolyte. We know it's a strong electrolyte. So I can easily say HCl will undergo complete ionization. Okay, complete ionization means there is no equilibrium or nothing here. It will undergo complete forward reaction and produces H plus and Cl minus. Correct? Now, let us say here 10 power minus 11 molar is there. So that means, what does that mean actually? That is also very important. So let me define that. If somebody says it is 10 power minus 11 molar, what does it mean? It means that, please understand, this is very important. It means that, okay, 10 power minus 11 moles, okay, moles of HCl. I should write here HCl, otherwise it may get confused. Okay, 10 power minus 11 moles of HCl is present in 1 liter solution, very important, HCl and water solution, 1 liter solution. Okay, so that means here you can see 10 power 11 minus 11 moles were present initially. So at that moment there is no moles are present here. Now at final stage, here nothing would be present, here 0 would be present. So this is initial, okay, and this is final. So finally here 0 is there. Why? Because HCl is a strong electrolyte and that will undergo complete ionization. So that you can see, as per stoichiometry, 1 mole of HCl can give you 1 mole of H plus and 1 mole of Cl minus. So 10 power minus 11 moles, what it can give, sir? Just think. So it can also give 10 power minus 11 mole of H plus and 10 power minus 11 mole of Cl minus. So I can say, right now I got the number of moles of H plus. So I can say how I can convert this into concentration. Divide by volume. So I can say the concentration of H plus, from HCl, due to HCl, what HCl is giving out is nothing but the number of moles of HCl, that is 10 power minus 11, divided by volume. Volume here is 1 liter. So divide by volume. So it would be 10 power minus 11 mole per liter. That is our concentration. And similarly, tell me, sir, what is the concentration of H plus due to water? I can put it like concentration of H plus from water. Why I need to consider this also? Because we are calculating the pH. pH is nothing but the H plus ion concentration. It indicates H plus ion concentration. So in the medium, you have both HCl and water is there. So you need to add the H plus that is given by HCl and water. Here one important thing is, always never consider water. Why? When you need to consider, if the concentration of the acid HCl is less than that of water or equal to water, comparable to water, then only you will consider water. Otherwise you can take its concentration 10 power minus 7 as negligible. Okay, so here you know it is 10 power minus 7. Okay, 10 power minus 7 mole per liter. Okay, so right now you got both. Okay, so now let's add a paper and we will add both. Okay, so here I have given the answer also as a hint, don't worry. Okay, so let's add a paper and we will add it out. Okay, so we can finally say the total H plus ion concentration, Okay, so we'll put it like that. Total total H plus ion, total H plus ion concentration. It would be what, sir? Tell me. I can say it is the H plus ion concentration present in HCl plus what? The H plus ion concentration, due to water. Okay. Now you know its value, so let's add it up. So this is nothing but 10 power minus 11 and this is nothing but 10 power minus 7. Okay, so can you add it directly and say 10 power minus 18? Not possible, sir. Don't do it like that. So let's take a common value outside from here. That is 10 power minus 7. I'm taking it out. So taking it out means you are dividing the entire stuff by 10 power minus 7. So this will become 10 power minus 4. Okay, and this will become, you are dividing it by 10 power minus 7 here. So this will become 1. Okay, so this is what you are getting. So how you can add it up? So this is again 10 power minus 7. I can write it like that into this will become what, sir? This will become what? 10 power minus 4 is nothing but 0.0001 plus 1. Okay, now I can add it and put it like 1.0001 into 10 power minus 7. Now I got the total H plus ion concentration. So how to calculate pH, sir? How to calculate pH? We know its formula. pH, how you are calculating it? pH is equal to minus log H plus ion concentration. Okay. So here we have the total H plus ion concentration we calculated already. So we can substitute that here very easily and get the answer. So you have minus log, we will substitute here the value, that is 1.0001 into 10 power minus 7. Okay, correct? Now what you need to do? You need to apply the principles of log. So log A into B is what, sir? So we will take minus outside and we will consider this. Okay, what is log AB? Log A plus log B. So I can say log 1.0001 plus log 10 power minus 7. Okay, so this is how you will split it up. Now you can take the minus inside or you can do a calculation here actually. So log 1 is fundamentally 0, but it is not log 1, it is log 1.0001. Okay, so log 1 is exactly 0 and we can say here it is log 1.001. Okay, so we'll take the other one and we can say log 10 power minus 7. How you can do that, sir? Okay, so here we have some value would be there always. Okay, we will have some values and this can be written as minus 7 log 10. Why? Because log 10 a power x is equal to x into log a. We have learned this fundamental in logarithm. Okay, so here I am using two log concepts. I am writing here one more time, log a into b. What is log a into b? I have write it down, that is nothing but log a plus log b. This is one principle I have used. What is the next one, sir? What is the next one? Log a power m can be written as how? Log a power m. So this can be written as m into log a. These are the two concepts. And always remember, whenever you have log 10 and this is also power is 10, log 10 to the base 10 is always 1. This also we need to use it regularly. Okay, now let's do it. We are multiplying minus inside, and what we will get, sir? Please do it, sir. It's always practice that makes you perfect. So I can say I am taking minus into minus, this will become plus. So here 7 log 10. So here already 10 is there, that will not be mentioned. And here minus log 1.0001. So 7 log 10, I can write it as 7 into 1. Okay, minus log 1. Some students will take it as log 1 and will make it 0, and they will write 7 minus 0. Instead, what I am telling is take it as some 0.1, very minute value. Okay, log 1 is 0, but it is not log 1, it is log 1.0001. So it may not be 0.1, or it will be like point, I can say some 001 itself, the answer would be. Okay, so here 7 minus 0.0001, that means it is somewhere 6.99. Okay, so what is the significance of this value, sir? What is the significance of this value? 6.99 means if you are considering our pH scale, you might be knowing the pH scale in detail. Okay, I'm explaining it one more time. In pH scale, whenever you have getting a pH value that is equal to 7, then that indicates the solution what we have taken here is a neutral one. Okay, and the pH scale starts from 0, and all the way down to 14. Okay, so this scale was introduced by Sorensen. Okay, 14. So between 7 and 14, I can say the entire stuff, or if you are getting a pH between 7 and 14, I can say this would be a base. If you are getting between 0 and 7, then I can say anything less than 7. pH at 7, I can say it is neutral. It is neither acidic nor basic. Okay, it is acidic in nature between 0 and 7. Okay, acidic. Now very important, any value that is near to 0 and 3 would be highly acidic, and between 11 to 14 would be highly basic. Okay, now listen here, we are getting a value that is 6.99. So I can say this is little less than 7, or I can say this is acidic, slightly acidic in nature. Okay, so let us try to find out the various options. That's why very important. So you can see in the options you can see 11 is there. Okay, of course it is not 11. 3 is there, that is not correct. Slightly greater than 7, that's why slightly less than 7. So if you are making it as 1, 7, that 1.001 as 1, then you will get 0 and you will get equal to 7. Then you may not be able to find the answer from here. So right now we done it exactly correctly, so we know that that value is slightly less than 7, and that is 6.99. Correct? So the answer for this particular question is option 4. I hope you understood it. So let me revise the concept one more time. Very simple, sir. So first thing, whenever they are asking you to calculate the pH, first thing we need to check here is whether that value concentration is very less or not. Less than water. Water in case is 10 power minus 7 at room temperature 298 Kelvin, or I can say at 25 degrees Celsius. So if it is 10 power minus 7 or less than that, we will consider water also there. Okay, then similarly for HCl, we know it's a very strong acid, so it will undergo complete ionization. So if you are taking 10 power minus 11 mole initially, it will have also generate 10 power minus 11 mole, because 1 mole of this can generate 1 mole of H plus. Okay, so 10 power minus 11 mole can generate 10 power minus 11 mole. And we will calculate the H plus ion concentration due to both HCl and water. Then we will note down that. Okay, then we will add these two, because we need to find out the total H plus ion concentration. Then only we can find out the pH of the entire solution. So we have added these two. While adding, please don't roughly add it as 10 power minus 18. Take 10 power minus 7 common. It's mathematics. So common from this sense means you are dividing by this particular value across both sides. So dividing here means it would become 10 power minus 4, and dividing by 10 power minus 7 here means it would become 1. Okay, now this 10 power minus 4 can be written as 0.001 and plus 1. So that you will get an answer 1.001 into 10 power minus 7. Now we will calculate the pH. pH is nothing but minus log H plus ion concentration. So minus log this particular value I am inserting here. This is log A into log B. That is nothing but log A plus log B. So I am expanding it. And please understand, it is not log 1. If it is log 1, I will get it as 0. But it is log 1.001. So it is slightly greater than 1. So that's why I don't know exactly what value it is, but I am putting it as slightly greater than 0. Log 1 is what? Log 1 is 0. So I am putting it as little greater than 0. That's why 0.001 I kept. But anyway, 7 minus this particular value means 6.99 it will come. Correct? 6.999 or anything, whatever be it. So I can say it is slightly less than 7, and hence we can say the compound is acidic in nature. Okay, this is how we arrived at the answer. I hope it is clear for you, right? Okay, for your detailed understanding, I have written in detail, okay, with a neat handwriting. I try to keep it. So you can also download these notes after the classes. Okay, entire session I will put it in a drive and will provide the link. You can download it and can reuse it any number of times. Those who are not finding enough time to watch the video, you can download and work it out. Okay, yep. So we have the next question in front of you. Okay, everybody, you can go through the question. Here you can see pH of 1 by 100 molar calcium hydroxide. You can see earlier they have given HCl. So many students will see, sir, HCl means it will produce H plus, we can calculate pH. Sir, here calcium hydroxide is given. So how will you calculate pH, sir? Please understand, you need to calculate here pOH. Then what you need to do? You need to find a relation between pH and pOH, and from that you need to calculate the pH. Okay? Very, very important. So that's why I told you, right? I will put all the different types of questions available here, and you only need to focus on how to do this and what is the approach we are following. Do it 2 to 3 times so that your concepts would be crystal clear. Okay? Yeah. Now here one important thing. So first point to analyze here. What is the first point to analyze, sir? I would always say the first point to be analyzed here is nothing but the concentration of calcium hydroxide. We know calcium hydroxide is a base. Okay, so here they have mentioned that calcium hydroxide present here is M by 100. M by 100 is the concentration of calcium hydroxide. So what does this mean, sir? What does it mean? Very simple. M by 100 means nothing but I can write it as 1 by 100 molar calcium hydroxide. I can write it like this. And again I can write it in a much more clear fashion like this. 10 power minus 2 molar calcium hydroxide. Correct? Now you can compare its concentration with water. We know water, they have all, and one more thing. Here in this question, we cannot take water concentration in another way also. Why? Because they have not mentioned the temperature, sir. So water, its concentration is 10 power minus 7 molar or 10 power minus 7 moles at room temperature. But the room temperature or any temperature is not mentioned here. So if you take water also, we know its concentration. Water, H plus ion concentration in water is what? 10 power minus 7. So that is very less compared to 10 power minus 2. And also this is at room temperature, 25 degrees Celsius. So I can say this value of H plus ion concentration in water, H plus ion concentration in water is not applicable here. This is not applicable here. 2 reasons. One is the 10 power minus 2 molar is much higher value compared to 10 power minus 7 molar. And the second thing is I cannot take 10 power minus 7 molar because that is defined only at a temperature 25 degrees Celsius. But here temperature is not mentioned. Very, very important. So we will ignore, or we will say water is negligible. You want to consider only and please remember, I have told you, forgot to tell one point. Here while calculating water, we need to consider only OH minus ion. Correct? I should not say H plus because OH we are calculating. So OH minus ion in water at 25 degrees Celsius is 10 power minus 7 molar. This we don't need to consider. Why? As you told, 2 points. One is the temperature is not mentioned here, and the other thing is this 10 power minus 7 molar value. 10 power minus 7 molar value is very less compared to 10 power minus 2 molar. Okay. Yeah, I hope now you got a clear idea why I am ignoring water here. So I am rubbing out water. Now let's calculate the pOH value. Okay, so you know the concentration. Yeah, so before doing that, let's see how this is undergoing ionization. That is also very important part of this question. Okay, so we have calcium hydroxide. So when this is in an aqueous solution, this will undergo complete ionization. That means it will change into calcium 2 plus and 2OH minus. This is a very important point. Why? Because, listen students, here 1 mole of calcium hydroxide can give rise to 2 moles of OH minus. Now tell me initially what you have. What you have actually. So let's say, yeah. So I am having initially I am having 10 power minus 2 molar. 10 power minus 2 mole. Okay. 10 power minus 2 molar, how you can define it, sir? Again I am telling, that means 10 power minus 2 moles of calcium hydroxide is present in 1 liter solution. That is what it means. Okay. So 10 power minus 2 mole of calcium hydroxide is present here. Here nothing is formed. I will put it as 0, 0. Now finally what will happen, sir? There is no equilibrium state because it is a strong base. We can say most of the calcium hydroxide would undergo ionization, and here the number of moles will become what, sir? 0. Okay, and here it would become how much? 1 mole of calcium hydroxide can give you 1 mole of calcium 2 plus. Okay, 1 mole of this can give you 1 mole of this. Now 10 power minus 2 mole of this can give you 10 power minus 2 mole here. Correct? It is a 1-to-1 relation. So I can say 10 power minus 2 mole here. But here comes the difference. Why? Because the 1 mole of this can give you 2 mole, 2 times. So 10 power minus 2 mole can give you 2 into 10 power minus 2 mole. So I can write here 2 into 10 power minus 2 mole of OH minus ion. Okay, this is very important because OH minus ion concentration is required for calculating the pOH. Now let's calculate the concentration of OH minus ion. So this concentration of OH minus ion is completely due to calcium hydroxide. We are not taking water here. Okay, so how much is that, sir? It's mentioned the number of moles is given here 2 into 10 power minus 2 divided by, please don't forget to divide it by volume, even though it is 1 liter. So we put it as 2 into 10 power minus 2 by 1. So we know the concentration is 2 into 10 power minus 2 mole per liter. How it is 1 liter, sir? Because 10 power minus 2 molar means 10 power minus 2 mole is present in 1 liter solution. That's why 1 liter we are taking. Okay. Yeah, I hope right now you got OH, how many OH is present here. Now let's calculate pOH. Very, very important. Okay. So pOH is nothing but, you can do it, pOH. You can similarly define pOH is equal to minus of log OH minus ion concentration. Okay, so that is nothing but minus log, I will substitute here. How much it will come, sir? 2 into 10 power minus 2. Correct? Now you can expand it again. As you know, log AB you can apply here as well. So minus, I will take it outside, and log AB. So I can split it like log A plus log 10 power minus 2 log B. Clear? Now you can multiply by minus here. Okay. So if you multiply with minus here, it will become minus log 2, and take minus and multiply here, this will become minus log 10 power minus 2. Okay, so how you can expand it, sir? minus log 10 power minus 2 means I can take it, rewrite it like this, minus log 10 power minus 2, here minus of log 2. I can rewrite like this so that it would become more clear. So again, I will, it is better to put the minus outside so that you can do the calculation and then take it inside, okay? So minus 2, it would become minus 2 log 10, okay? This would become log 2, okay? So I can say like this, minus 2 log 10, that is nothing but here 10 to the base 10, it would become 1. So I can write it here minus 2 plus log 2 is how much, sir? Log 2 would be something like 0.3, I can say. Okay, 0.3. You need to learn up to log 9. Okay, log 10. It's very important. So I can say it's somewhere around 0.3. It would become. Okay. Now, what the value it would become, sir? Totally, if you are doing it, minus 2 plus 0.3. So I can say it is 1.7 minus 1.7. Already some minus is present outside. Okay. So I can say this is minus 1.7. Okay. So you will get the value that is, I can write it as 1.7. So right now I have got POH. So let us add one more paper and we'll calculate pH. Yeah, many students will forget that and they will check for 1.7 in the answer. But please understand, we need to calculate what, sir? pH we need to calculate. So what we have calculated here is POH. Don't forget that. So what is pH? So we will write down the fundamental relationship for that. pH plus POH. We know, we have seen the scale. So if you are adding these two, the total scale is 14. So say pH plus POH is 14. So let's substitute here. pH would be equal to 14 minus POH. So how much it would become? 14 minus 1.7, and I would get a value that is 12.3. That is the POH value. So let's see whether this option is present in the question. Yeah, 12.3 exactly it is present, and I can say this would be my correct answer. Okay, so I hope you are understanding how to handle the questions of this type. So please be cautious of what is given in the question, then only start doing it, otherwise you may end up in wrong answers. Okay, so the first thing, I am just going through it one more time. You are given a base and you are given its molarity and its value is very less. It's very high compared to that of water at room temperature, and here temperature is not mentioned, so we ignore water completely, and we understood that 1 mole of calcium hydroxide can generate 2 moles of OH minus. So 10 power minus 2 mole can generate 2 into 10 power minus 2 mole. So from this, dividing by volume, that is 1 liter, how it is coming? Because 10 power minus 2 molar is defined as 10 power minus 2 mole present in 1 liter solution. So we know the volume is 1. So 2 into 10 power minus 2, you are getting the OH minus ion concentration. Calculate POH. POH is nothing but minus log OH minus ion concentration. So substitute there and get the value for that. You are getting that value as 1.7, and we know that the entire pH scale is nothing but pH with the POH is 14. So from that I am calculating pH. pH is nothing but 14 minus POH, that is 14 minus 1.7, that is 12.3. It is directly present in the answer. Okay, I hope you got a clear idea. Okay, now every students have a confusion, sir. What will happen, sir? Whether the question paper would be tough or less or easy. So I am telling, don't think about what about the question paper. You can prepare well, very well, sir. Focus on NCERT first. Try to do your previous questions from NEET and JEE, especially mains. You need to do it and well prepared and go for the exam. Don't think about how the questions would be like this or that. always think about preparation. Whether am I preparing in the correct way? So I can say Brainiacs classes will give you the right platform to prepare well for the exam. Okay, and if you sir, I have joined some other institutes, sir. Sir, what can be done, sir? Very simple, sir. You just enroll for the revision course alone. We will be sending you revision questions along with the detailed answers, and also you can join our doubt portal so that you can post your doubts and get it clarified. Very easy, very simple. And even for one chapter also you can approach us. The idea is the students should get clear about the chapters, and if they have a passion to become doctor, they should become. For that, whatever support is required, we will do that. Okay, so that's it. So let's start doing the next question. Now in this next question, here you can see again a change is there. 10 power you can go through the question. The hydrogen ion concentration of a 10 power minus 8 molar HCl aqueous solution. So here you can see they have directly mentioned it's an aqueous solution, and moreover you can see it's a 10 power minus 8 molar. So 10 power minus 8 molar means it is and also you can see temperature is mentioned. So sure, in this type of question we need to consider what? Water, correct? So since we have already done a question similar to this, I will showcase you the answer. Okay, and please understand why I have shown you this question is it is already asked this type of question for pre-medical examination. Okay, so what are the important points you should take down? You need to consider the H plus ion provided by water. Why? Two reasons. One is the concentration of HCl is 10 power minus 8 molar, that is less than 10 power minus 7 molar, that is the 10 power minus 7 moles of H plus given by water. That means water is giving sufficient H plus compared to this particular stuff. Okay, and second thing is 298 Kelvin is mentioned because water will give 10 power minus 7 moles of H plus only at this particular temperature 298 Kelvin. So that's why we need to consider water here. Okay, so let me showcase you the answer. Then we will switch to the next different types of question. So very simple, sir. As we did in our first question, HCl give you H plus and Cl minus 1 mole of HCl. So 10 power minus 8 molar means it will give you 10 power minus 8 mole. Correct? H2O we know, as such we know 10 power minus 7 moles they will provide at 298 Kelvin. Okay, I hope you can see. Okay, so 10 power minus 8 moles of H plus given by HCl and 10 power minus 7 moles of H plus given by water. You need to add these two to get the total concentration. That you can see here, they are adding 10 power minus 7 plus 10 power minus 8, and you are taking 10 power minus 7 common. So divide by 10 power minus 7 here also 10 power minus 7, divide it. So 1 plus 0.1, that is 1.1 into 10 power minus 7. So here you are getting the H plus ion concentration. So in this particular question, they are not asking you to calculate the pH. They are just asking you to calculate the hydrogen ion concentration. So I can say I can stop at this particular moment. Don't calculate pH here. So the answer is 1.1 into 10 power minus 7. So 1.1 into 10 power minus 7 means which answer you can choose, sir? You can see from here itself, the very close answer here is option 2 is the correct answer. It is 1.0 into 10 power minus 7. So this is the most close answer. Okay, I hope you got an idea. Why I am not writing down is because we already done question of similar nature in the first question, almost a similar concept, but it here clearly mentioned it's an aqueous solution, 298 Kelvin, it's clearly mentioned, and also they have told its concentration is 10 power minus 8 molar, which is comparable to that of water. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay.